This program was produced by and first broadcast on Radio Hawke's Bay, your community access media station. Thanks to New Zealand On Air for making this type of programming possible.
Hi everyone, welcome to Radio Hawke's Bay. I'm Gail. This is a spiritual, psychic, intuitive life coaching session. It's a difficult thing to explain, but we all have issues and we all have problems, and perhaps this month there's some things sort of hitting hard or impacting on you a little bit more than normally, and maybe there's a few things going on as well. It seems to be quite a busy month for us to really notice, I guess, what's with our life, what we're handling, what we need to address. It is so for that reason it can be a little confronting, just a little bit difficult to manage a few things that may be going on. So yeah, just take a breath. It's what I need to do right now. It's been a busy morning. It's been interesting and eventful, and life can be a lot like that. You have a lot more ability to not control the situations, but control your managing of them. And really, at the end of the day, when things like this happen, I feel it's about the managing side of it. So managing to me is, what can you do in this moment? Is there anything you need to do in this moment? If it seems impossible for you to be able to do anything, there is always something you can do. And what you can do is actually often more effective and more powerful. Thoughts create, wishes and desires are like vibrations of messages that go out there into the world, to the people, to the situation. And if that thought, wish and desire is one for everything to be made whole, for things to work out well, for results to be easy and effortless, and hey, you know, I'm all for easy, effortless, efficient, simple and effective outcomes. It is how I believe the world is meant to be. We struggle, we fight, we resist, we rebel. I did it for many, many years of my life, and so my life was hard. There were a lot of obstacles, there were a lot of challenges that seemed insurmountable. It seemed like the world was against me, you know. It's a little bit like, why are all these things happening? This is, I must be a bad person. Am I being punished? No, 100% you are not being punished. You 100% are a very brave, capable individual. And this challenge is for you to find ways to affect results, or to be more effective at every little trial, every little challenge that you live through. You have succeeded. You have had some sort of positive influence and outcome and all of that. Even if you go, well, that didn't work, that just happened to me and that was horrible. If in the time of difficulty you can go, okay, how would I like to handle this if I could? There are many things out of our control in the world. So how can you then bring it back to you, to the people around you, and how can you affect your environment, your community, your family, your friends, the people around you in a really uplifting or positive or happier way? And you know, they say the only moment that exists is this one right now in front of you. And in this moment, you have a choice. And the choice is, what do you choose to think? What do you choose would be something that you would like to happen? If you're going through or have been through a difficult time and you see someone else that's going through a difficult time, then you will already know something of what that person needs, of what they're actually looking for, of what they need to support them, to uplift them, to make their life just a little less stressful, a little less of a struggle. And you know, they say that a smile can save a life, because that is so true. It is not just a thing. If somebody is contemplating that they are of no worth in the world, that they have nothing to offer in the world, that life is against them because of all these problems that they've got, and if somebody comes along that they pass in the street and gives them a smile and maybe a nod or even just a smile, that smile says, you have been noticed, you have been acknowledged, and you have been found worthy of a smile. And, you know, valuable smiles. Don't want to get too into it, but I'm saying it because we're in August 2023. 2023 is a year where it's the 7-year cycle. So you are facing things that have started 7 years ago. They have gone through their cycle, and they are here showing you everything so that it changes, because it will then flick into another 7-year cycle. It is one of those, I don't know, what do you call it? It's one of those times when something comes together. It's the year of luck, and I know a lot of you have had the bad luck scenario with the cyclone, with things that are happening in your life. Like, I'm not immune. I've had so many things happening this year. But in each and every single one of them, there has been good luck experiences, good luck moments, lucky that this happened in a good way. And it doesn't take away from the bad luck, but it actually makes us awake to looking for the something good, something positive, something that can help us through the day. And what looks like bad luck can be the best luck that you've ever had in your life, and yet you will not see this probably for several years. Some of those good luck moments you will absolutely recognise you survived, and that could have been completely different. All sorts of good luck things. I just encourage you, please, to look at what the good luck things are that have come out of every one of your experiences. There's a good exercise in writing things down, and I know it's a bit tedious, but if you write down what has happened to you this year, it is maybe a bit wow, but if you write down first, before you do that, all of the good things that have happened this year, all the lucky breaks, all of the lucky situations, all of the things that it's like you met this person that you would never have met ever before, and this person has been an absolutely amazing injection of vitality, or introduced you to something that you've really needed to know about in your life or be involved in your life. If you list all your good luck things and then you list your bad luck things, without those bad luck things happening, you would never have had all of these good things. This is still evolving. All of these good things, they're still evolving. They are still coming. They are still happening. They will still be working through for the next 5 years. And I know we don't want to worry about the next 5 years, but what I can say to you is every bad luck moment improves your life going forward. Every single time. It can seem to bury you a little. It's not meant to do that. You are not being punished. You are being shown. You are being shown that there is better for you out there in the world. There is better for you in your life. And closure, and sort of saying goodbye to the past, letting go of what was. That chapter is finished, helps you to be open to the next chapter in your life. So, not sure why I'm talking about that today, except that August can be a bit of a tough month, but it can be the most successful month that you've ever had. There is the ability this month for you to really engage in your life and be very, very effective in having positive, successful outcomes. So if you have a project that you have been doing, it's a really good time to kind of like, right, bite the bullet. I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to just be brave and do this right now. Most likely, you will have to push yourself, motivate yourself, make yourself do something. But if you do, there is this little thing about August. If you do, there's this extra component of universal energy. Call it thin air if you like. If you have no thin air, you cannot breathe, you cannot live, you cease to exist. So the nothings are the everythings, and the universe is in everything. There is an availability to every single thing that you need in your life, in line with your wishes and your desires and everything else. It's all available, and it's just waiting for you to actually ask for it. There is nothing too little, nothing too big that you can ask for that is not available for you to have that happen and manifest in your life. All you have to do is actually remember to ask. You are not being selfish, you are being self-caring. And the one thing that you need to do is honour yourself, your life, your existence, which means you need to know how to look after yourself, how to support yourself, what do you like, and give that to yourself, how to feed your soul. Because every single one of those things, then you can share with others in a very, not just adequate way, but in a very effective way. You want to help people. I get it. You help people, you help people, you help people. And where is it for you? It's like, yeah, but it's not coming back to me. These people that I've helped, they're not giving it back to me. And those people that you are choosing to help is because you are choosing to be you. You are choosing to be helpful just because you're helpful. It is, if you expect a return, then you may be disappointed. But what you can be guaranteed is every good act and every goodwill you do for other people that comes from your heart is given back to you by some other person in some other way through some sort of miraculous coexisting energy that we have of communication. We're all really linked through our minds. What we think, we actually create. And, you know, we've had a lot of things in the world that give us examples of this. Did you ever lie down and look at the clouds when you were a child? Did you ever try to make the clouds kind of move away from the sun so the sun could shine through? You could try this, by the way. It's a reaching your mind out to the clouds and helping them to evaporate or part. You can. Some tribes in some cultures, they know this, they do this. It's not a big deal. If you're of the kind of like more Western culture, then we think these things aren't important. We think they're not likely. We think they're not possible. Reality is everything is possible. There is never anything that is impossible. Only our minds that say we can't do this, that won't happen, that is the only barrier. I'd like you to let go of the barrier. I would really like you to be able to go, well, who cares? I just think it would be wonderful. And if it can happen for someone else in the world, look at that person and what they've got. And you go, well, you know, apparently we're all created equal, which we are. And by some mechanism, whatever you want to call it, whether it's a creator identity or some sort of other miraculous thing, because we're all here, we're all the same, we have the same feelings, we have the same kind of sort of motivations of helping people. We can think differently depending on our cultural upbringings and things like that. But you're an individual. You have the absolute ability to choose your own ideas, your own beliefs. You can take them from different cultures and you go, yeah, that kind of fits for me. That feels right to me. And then have a kind of like, well, there's got to be some sort of access or some sort of entity of, whether it's thin air, God, the universe, source, whatever your word that describes that same overlying influence, like seasons. We have seasons. There's an overlying influence with seasons. Whatever that is, that can bring to you everything that you need. Everything about life here is about sustaining your ability to live on the planet. That's why there's always air. There's never a time when there isn't air. And if there wasn't, then you wouldn't exist. So everything is programmed toward your existence, you being able to survive. If you ask, you will receive. It is as simple as that. And no, it might not be instant. And yes, you've been asking for a long time and it hasn't happened. But look at yourself. What inside you is a limiting belief about your deserving, your ability to manifest the things, situations that you need in your life? Some of these come from our childhood experiences. Some of them come from our ancestral patterning and things like that. If you've never had a member in the family that's ever been in Parliament, then you are the one that can change that. You are the one that can break that mould. And then the world opens in possibilities. It's a big subject. There's a lot that goes on with it. And I just want you to know that this month, you can make magic happen. And I use the word magic because we don't believe in miracles. We have to have faith to believe in miracles. We don't understand how magical we are or how strong our ability is in actually being able to create our life. We know if we go to work, we get a pay packet. At least we expect that to happen. And if it doesn't, there's a big problem. We know that the sun's going to rise in the morning. There are things that keep us feeling solid. There are other things that we need, food, water. Always, somehow, somewhere, there is the ability to stay alive. Even if you have to go without food and water for a little while, there is the ability to stay alive as long as you don't give up, as long as you're always looking for where and how. And I always say, show me, because we don't have all the answers of how, where and why. So we are August and we're midway through August, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a look at a couple of cards for the rest of August. We know we've got a second full moon this month, which means we've got a blue moon, and we have a lovely astrology program on Radio Hawke's Bay. So either ring them or look it up. I won't be doing any of that anymore because I feel that somebody who actually does it as their thing has a whole lot more knowledge that I can share. So I'm going to just have a little look at the cards and just see what, for the next couple of weeks, and with the blue moon coming in, what, okay. So first thing we've drawn the card of the world. The world is your oyster. An easy way to remember it. So the world is your oyster just means there are no limits on you. Dream big, explore, travel, decide that you want to go somewhere you've never been before. Decide you want to do something you've never done before. Decide that this is a whole new world. If you're going through any kind of procedure or treatment that is new and scary, this is an adventure. And it really is an adventure. You're learning about something that you didn't know before. It is opening new doors for you. You are meeting new people. You are learning about new things. You are able to make that experience as nice as you possibly can. And that can be challenging. Like I say, August is a challenging month. So The world is your oyster. No limits. Decide that you can be a famous person. And what does a famous person do? To do what they want to do. Like if you want to write a book, please, that's it. Just go write pieces of paper, throw them in a box and keep them all together. Just write your thoughts, write your themes, write your imaginations. Always have them in one place. Just write them, date them, throw them in there. Write them, date them, throw them in there. Especially if you've ever thought of writing a book and you haven't, this is actually a good time to start doing that. So another card for the rest of August at this point will be Aha. So this is for a lot of you. This is a really powerful, we know it's a powerful energy month, but it's a very powerful point in your life where you stand here today. It is important in every way. Listen to anything that comes your way, anything that has information, anything that might interest you or not, but listen, because that is a clue. It's an ingredient of something that can actually help you in what you're looking to do or what you have been looking to do in your life. It is a month where you're influenced, absolutely, by some kind of other overriding energy that helps you to move through life in line with your purpose. This is each and every one of you. To move in line with your purpose, your individual purpose, this month, these next 2 weeks, can help you move forward in your purpose. And all you've got to do is say, yes, I will, and maybe have to kind of make a little bit of effort. It is the month where you just don't sit there and wait for things to happen. You actually go, okay, I'm going to do this. Like I said, write it on bits of pieces of paper if you want to write a book. That's you doing something, and then pop them to the side, but keep doing that. So something about your individual purpose, life path, and if you want to know what yours is, you can always ring me for a session. I do tarot readings, but I do life coaching sessions. I do past life sessions. I do clairvoyance sessions where you get in touch with your loved ones. I also do your life purpose, and that helps you to take hold of it, make the most of it. Our life purpose, we act through naturally, but this is just helps you engage more to make the most of it. And on that note, you can contact me on 027 4166 545, 027 4166 545. And so, big influences in your life to help you on your life path for the next couple of weeks as well. And the last one I'll check on is everything that you are going through. There is sunshine. There are promises of really precious, happy moments and happy times. There's a lot of sunshine. It's the best card in the pack. It guarantees that there are things that you can get through this. You can resolve situations in your life. They can turn out in a very positive, unexpected way. Absolutely, 100%. That is the guarantee. And those are beautiful cards to have. So the World, Judgment, and the Sun. If you would like to look that up and Google it, please do, because that actually will help you to understand a little bit more for yourself personally. Always please take things that feel true to you. Disregard the rest. Just put it to the side though. Don't go, no, that's not right. No, that's not right. Just pop it to the side and go, well, is it or isn't it? But always take on board those things that resonate at a deep level with you and feel truth, okay? And on that note, lovely people, we are going to wrap up this session today and for August, and the next session will be for September, which will be the start of spring. So stay warm, and we will see you again, talk to you again in September.
This program was produced by and first broadcast on Radio Hawke's Bay, your community access media station. Thanks to New Zealand On Air for making this type of programming possible.